Okay, last time I did one of these videos, I said I had this little tractor delivered. However, I went and picked this one up today. I've dropped it off here. It was seized when I got her, but apparently on the journey home, it's now not seized. I was going to do a video on how to unseize a tractor. So I bought it as a seized tractor, but it's no longer seized for some reason. So I've wound it off the back of the truck. We've had the plugs out as well, and we've screwed the plugs back in again. It's a lovely little tractor, needs a lot of work. Mind the tree. As you can see, the wings are shot, so we're going to have to sort some new wings out. I know a company that actually manufactures the wings by hand, so that's a possibility. They are a little bit too far gone for me to... I'll have a look, we'll see. I don't know, we'll see what we can do. So she's a lovely little one, absolutely beautiful. She's pretty old girl, as you can see, so we should be there pretty soon. So this will be another little project, great little videos on how to bring this one back to life again. So there you are. Okay, so plan of action today is to try and get the steering to turn. Got this bent bar here, so we're going to straighten this bar up. So that's going to be straightened. The steering's all seized up, so we're going to disconnect this from here and see what we can do. The steering wheel's not a very good steering wheel, to be honest with you. It's a bit of a mess, a bit broken, so I'm going to get some spare original ones. Seat bracket we've just undone, so that's off now. Wasn't too bad. I expected it to be a bit harder than that, but we've done it. So yeah, that's the plan of action today, is try and get the steering to turn and go from there. And just sort of like, you know, work out a few bits what I need. Obviously I need a new steering wheel, so I'm going to I'll get another second-hand one. Same with the seat as well. I'd like it as original as possible, so I don't want to put really new parts on it, and just try and keep it as original as possible. A bit like what I've done to the Fergie, so we'll go from there. Right, hello again. Right, basically I haven't been doing many videos on the little Fordson. I've had a few little bits and pieces that I've been working on. I've been quite busy, I had a lot of family stuff. This is the fuel tank, and then the front I guess it's a radiator top cover, and then we've got the head there, which I've taken off. I'll show you some videos on the tractor in a little while. But just to let you know, I'm working outside. It's extremely hot in there. It's unbelievable. The temperature in there is just manic. So I'm out here, nice, enjoying myself. So right, this has all been sandblasted back, and we've primed this. This is, oh, you can see some nice little numbers there. This has all been done. I don't quite understand why that one don't have any numbers. It's weird, isn't it? Maybe that's how they're done. It had some numbers at the top, but yeah, what I'm doing is I'm filling it up with loads and loads of primer to try and fill in all the little gaps and that. This is the original one. Yeah, this is the original one. This is... No, it's not. This one is the one I've sourced from another tractor, because basically the original one is quite badly damaged. This one is the original one. This is the original one here, which is, as you look very carefully, it's not too healthy. It's actually shattered completely. All the ends It's just, it is in a bit of a mess. So, you know, I'm not going to chuck this away, because, you know, I can trim this, cut this down here, make it look pretty, and I can have this as a little ornament on my desk, look nice. You know, or hang it up on a wall or something, you know, in a restaurant. Be fantastic. So that, you know, that's not going to go to waste. But what I'm going to do to these, as you can see, they're quite pitted, they're quite bad, is to try and keep filling them up with filler until we get them a little bit smoother, a bit like this one, nice and smooth. This one's quite nice. Again, this one's got to have still a couple more coats of primer on it, but this is just the red oxide, so we'll have to go from there. And this little logo's been done as well, so that's all done. Number 3. Right, so yeah, that's where we stand. So I haven't been doing too much, but now we're going to start cracking on with the tractor, and we're going to get the tractor up into the yard very soon. We've taken a few bits off it just to give me something to do, but I just thought I'd let you guys know what you know, what we've been doing and what we're going ahead and what the plan is, and so what. So eventually this is all going to be painted in a lovely green, and I will show you the green very soon. Right guys, as you can see, we're in the workshop. We're doing a few bits and pieces on the Fordson N. That's for a Fergie. Come back to that in a minute. Right, so we've got the Fordson N Standard. These are the wheel bolts. They've been nicely cleaned up. They've come up pretty good. The quality is unbelievable when you look at the quality of the engineering on these bolts. They're just so strong, it's unbelievable. They're not like Japanese rubbish that just literally snaps and shears off. Great quality there. As you can see, that's the head. That's all been in paint, so she's all ready to go on. Well, I've got the head gasket kit, the actual full set is actually on order. So as and when that comes, then we'll whack the head gasket on. All the little bits and pieces are in here that we've taken off the little tractor off the front end. Some bits are painted, some bits are done. You know, I'm just, you know, some bits are nicely. Have a quick look there. As you can see, it's all nicely. That's for the carburetor. So yeah, we're getting there. That's the manifold looking nice. See the air filter there, it's all nice. This has come out beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I'm so happy with the finish of the paintwork. And there's obviously the pins. They go on the front to hold the front axle on. Well, they're just literally the pins that go in. At the moment, I've got a temporary one on it. Right, the next job for me to do is actually to clean up these. I've got them all labelled. I'm going to put them in a brand new box so they all look nicely labelled again, because it's been lying around and it's got a bit grubby. So that's looking good. So as you can see, it looks pretty cool. So I'm going to clean them up in a minute. So that's my next job, to clean them up. We've got the, let me pick that up, should be over here really. We've got this is the big front bar. That's the front bar that goes on the front of the tractor. When we originally got it, that's what was on it. So I don't know what it was used for, haven't got a clue. But it's, you know, it was on the tractor. So that's that. Right, going back to this is an original key for a Fergie. This is an original one. So I picked that up off when I bought half of a Fergie actually. A front end of a tractor at auction for 40 quid, and so I basically stripped it. Oh no, it wasn't the front end, sorry, it was the back end. sorry, the back end of a Ferguson tractor, and that was attached to it. And it was totally original tractor. So this was all rusty. This was really in a bad state, but I've cleaned it up. Look at it, it looks beautiful. But again, you know, it's what do you expect? It's British. When we build something, we build it properly, don't we? As you can see. So that's that. So that's where we are with all the little components. And what I'll do is I'll show you the next video, and I'll join all videos up together so we have sort of a nice long video. But there we are. There's some little bits and pieces of the Fordson that are cleaning up. I did show you I did show you these. They do look a bit of a mess. Okay. There you are, focusing better. And what I'll do is I'll show you in a photo what they're like when they're completely done. Right, as you can see, so far we've put the wheels on her. She's also been painted nicely. There's them nice wheels that are refurbished. They're all on it. So she's had a paint job at the front end. That's just for temporary. That's purely for temporary. Good idea, but temporary. So now I've got to concentrate on the back end. That'll be another video. Wasn't much really to the back end. It was more or less just take the wheels off. Some of the steering mechanism come off, and yeah, it was kind of, that was it more or less. Not much to this tractor really. But there you are. She's looking really nice. She is another British Standard green, an army colour with a little bit of shine to her. So she's an old paint code. To be honest, look at these wheels. When you look at them, they look like old racing Bentley wheels, don't they? It's like an old racing Bentley front end. Quite funny. But yeah, so we're getting there. Looking good. So that's where we are with her today. And then all I've got to do is just basically the back end now, and that's going to be another video. So during this lockdown COVID-19 issue 2020, this is what I've decided to do, spend time on this little girl and get a move on with her. So there we are.